Hey, Shalom, Shalom. And first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakadash.
Rakakadash.
A double honor to the apostles, elders at Great Millstone. Salutations to Yahakim that's out there doing the work of truth and sincerity. It's another lesson, man. You know, we're going to call it, you mad because you didn't wake up in paradise. You know, and, basically, the gist of the lesson is, basically going to say, you know, um, hey, we didn't wake up in paradise, okay? We woke up in the worst times ever known to mankind, you know? And we have to live with that, as bitter as it may be, you know? We didn't wake up to, you know, to be joyful with the world. We didn't wake up to an inheritance in this earth. We woke up at the bottom, you know? We woke up at the very bottom with the nation's foot on our necks, you know? We woke up in a world where we're being oppressed, you know, and we're perpetually hated by all nations, you know, and pretty much, you know, just reflecting on, you know, the vanity of the world and how it's really nothing with substance that we can do, you know. You know, we can't play sports. There's really no fulfillment in that. It's only vainglory, and that's what this world perpetuates. More of it, all vainglory, you know. And we can start at Micah 2 and 10.
This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Arise and depart. This is not your rest."
Right. So the scripture's saying this is not your rest. All right. America's not your rest. Okay. Because we were brought here into captivity to serve our punishment. You know. Go ahead.
Because it is polluted, and it shall destroy you.
Right. This place is polluted, and it's going to ultimately destroy you with its you know, wicked standard that it upholds. You know, being, you know, you can do all type of lewd acts, all type of perverse things. You can be a homosexual. You can't be a hetero, you know, male. You know, you'll get persecuted for it. You know, and we're gonna see more of that happen. You know, so this world is polluted. All right, and being that the so-called white man is in power, you know, they perpetuate the majority of the wickedness, if not all. You know, go ahead. And we got our people that follow him. You know, go ahead.
Even with a sword destruction.
All right.
If a man walking in...
Okay, so jump up to 1 and then read it to 4.
This is Micah 2 and 1. It says, "Woe unto them that devise iniquity
Right, Esau. Okay, go ahead.
and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand."
Right, so it's you know, they set up these different institutions to bring forth their wickedness. The scriptures say they search out iniquities, you know, and they basically set snares and traps, because their war is against the poor, you know. Their confederacy is against the poor, you know. Go ahead.
It says, "They coveted fields and take it by violence,
All right.
and houses and take them away, so that they oppress." It's like they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
That's right. So we woke up in this world without a heritage, you know, and honestly, due to the fact that the scriptures say, you know, the Lord, you know, can discontinue us from our heritage. So we don't have a homeland. We don't have heirlooms and stuff that we can look back to and say, you know, this is ours. We're completely lost people in disparity, you know, with all the other nations in the world pretty much against us, pretty much perpetually hating us, you know. Go ahead.
It says, "Therefore said the Lord, behold," it's like, "Therefore thus said the Lord, behold, again the families," it's like, "this family it's like that I do devise evil."
Right, so this family that the Lord devised evil against, man. You know, Esau, Edom. All right, Lord is devising evil against you, man, because the Lord is his eyes are upon the sinful kingdom. You know. Hmm.
This is Malachi 1 and 4. It said, whereas Edom, we are impoverished.
Said we are.
It's like we are impoverished, but we shall return and build the desolate places,
Hmm.
said the Lord of hosts. And they shall build, but I will throw down.
Because Esau think they can, basically set up their empire all over the earth and subdue all the nations and build from the ground up. But the Lord said He's going to throw down, and that's what we're going to see with this empire. Because Esau is the epitome of wickedness. They are the wicked seed. Okay, go ahead.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
Right. So everywhere they go, they bring forth wickedness, man. They in America, for example, man. This is the border of wickedness. Everything that's lewd and perverse happens here on American soil. The most, the most covetous acts, the most perverse acts, the most malicious, malignant acts have been happening here on this soil, and continue to happen because the Lord's people are pretty much a prey. We're still a prey to the so-called white man.
Okay.
All right, and that's why we didn't wake up in paradise. And hey, as hard as it is to swallow, we have to get over. We have to get over that part. Go ahead.
And the people against whom the Lord have an indignation forever.
Right, and so the Lord has indignation against these people, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, forever. Because what? They cut us off as a nation.
God.
All right, they don't even want to name our name in remembrance anymore. That's why we cannot find any records of our history. What prior to slavery, man. Go ahead.
This is back in Micah 2 and 3. It says, therefore thus said the Lord, behold, against the family, against this family do I devise evil.
Right.
For ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, and the point is, the times that we live in are evil. Okay. The times that we live in are evil. The times that we woke up, basically woke up in and was born in is the end times. These are the very last days. And so, yeah, it's a very bitter pill to swallow because we don't advance in this society. We, constantly in peril, even among our own people, man. So these times are very evil. The scriptures say perilous times shall come. We were born in the worst age ever known to mankind. Once again, Go ahead.
So in that day shall one take up a parable against you, and shall lament with.
Right, and so that's what's happening in this age. You got those, which is mainly us, raising up that doleful lamentation to the Lord, man, giving them no rest, giving the Lord no rest until He establishes in the earth, as the scriptures say. Go ahead.
So, and shall lament with a dolefully lament, and say.
And shall lament with a doleful lamentation, or lament. Lamentation.
And say, we be utterly spoiled.
Right, so the nation of Israel is utterly spoiled, man. And that doleful lamentation, that's a very sorrowful lamentation. And so that's the type of spirit that we in. We in a very bitter, and at times, it can be bitter just thinking about, our current position in the world. And a few days ago I made this lesson, and pretty much high spirits, but today, it's the Shabbat, and I was just reflecting on just being here in this world, and just everything just wicked. Everything, in this society has absolutely no substance. Everything is geared to, self-glory, vanity, and the only thing you can get out of this world is, entertainment, sports, and all of that crap, which is really no fulfillment, because everybody counting their own accolades, and that's all vanity,
God. It said, and he had changed the portion of the people
Mm-hmm.
who, it's like, how had he removed from it? It's like removed it from me,
Yeah.
turning away and divided our fields.
Yeah. And that's the current state of Israel. No homeland, no inheritance, not even knowing who we are. I mean, of course we do now. That's why, you know, part of the lesson is the name of the lesson. I'm gonna keep reiterating. It said, "You mad because you didn't wake up in paradise. Get over it. Don't be ungrateful. Why? Because we had a truth. You know." Second Ezra 4:26.
Second Ezra chapter 4 verse 26. And then he answered me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hasteth fast to pass away.
Yep. And that's the position. That's the current position of the world, is hasting fast to pass away. Why? Because the rainforests are depleted. The oceanic life is being depleted. All right. The moral fabric of society is just being completely depleted and dissolved. All right. And the main one is that's at the head or forerunning this thing is the Esau Edom, so-called white men, with all their industries destroying, only taking from the earth and never giving back. You know. Go ahead.
And he cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in the time to come.
Right. And so the world can't comprehend the righteous things that set up for the elect in the time to come, man. You know, the chosen. You know, and the main reason why Yahushua is coming back is to save his people. Because what? They're in disparity. They're not living it up. You know, they're not, you know, in a place of prosperity. You know, they're in a place of mourning. They're in a place of dolefully lamenting. You know, which is our current state. Yeah, it's very bitter. It's very bitter not having, you know, not being able to do something in the world and enjoying it. You know, you can't take your family out and enjoy them because anything can happen. We live in, you know, the valley of the shadow of death. You know.
God.